Hey there, coin enthusiasts! Welcome back to Coins Info, where we dive deep into the world of rare and valuable coins. Today, we're going to take a close look at the 1981 Washington quarter dollar with a D mint mark in good condition. While this coin might not be the first that comes to mind when you think of valuable quarters, you might be surprised by what it can be worth, especially when we dig into its mintage, condition, and any potential hidden value. So, grab your magnifying glass and let's explore this fascinating piece of numismatic history. The 1981 Washington quarter dollar, particularly the one with the D mint mark, is one of those coins that might seem ordinary at first glance, but once you understand the nuances of its history and production, you'll see why it deserves more attention. In good condition, this coin's value can reach an impressive $33,000 to $40,000, a lot higher than most people would expect from a coin of this era. So, what makes this particular coin so interesting, and why should it catch the eye of collectors? Let's break it down. First, let's start with some context. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American coinage since 1932, created to honor the first president of the United States, George Washington, on the bicentennial of his birth. By 1981, the quarter had undergone several decades of production, and the design by John Flanagan remained mostly unchanged, making the coin a reliable and consistent feature of everyday transactions. The 1981 Washington quarter was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The coin we're talking about today is the one with the D mint mark, which indicates it was struck at the Denver Mint. The D mint mark is key for collectors, as it distinguishes coins from those produced in Philadelphia no mint mark and San Francisco, where coins were minted with an S mint mark for proof coins. In 1981, over 600 million Washington quarters were produced across all mint facilities, with the Denver Mint contributing a substantial portion of those. The quantity minted meant that these quarters were widely circulated and not especially rare. However, it's worth noting that coins minted in large numbers don't always lack collectible value, especially when certain coins show signs of wear or specific features that make them stand out. When we talk about coins in good condition, it refers to a specific grade on the numismatic scale. For the 1981 Washington quarter in good condition, this means the coin has seen considerable circulation. The design features, such as the portrait of George Washington, the Liberty inscription, and the date are still visible, but have been worn down over time. There will be noticeable wear on the high points of the coin, and the details may be softer compared to coins in higher grades like fine or mint state. Despite the wear, all of the essential elements remain identifiable. In numismatics, condition is a crucial factor that affects a coin's value. Coins that are kept in good condition, or even better, have a higher chance of being worth more in the future. For collectors, finding a 1981 Washington quarter in good condition is important, especially because this coin represents a piece of late 20th century coinage that might be overlooked but still holds its own unique charm. The wear on the coin is characteristic of its use in circulation, making it a historical marker of its time. Now, let's talk about potential errors and varieties. The 1981 Washington quarter with the D mint mark doesn't have any particularly well-known or major errors, but like many coins, there are always minor variations. These can include die cracks, off-center strikes, or even misaligned decerrers that might go unnoticed to the casual observer, but are worth spotting for serious collectors. In terms of rare varieties, however, this 1981 quarter is not especially famous for having distinct variations that set it apart. The Washington quarter series is known for its few errors in the late 20th century, especially when it comes to coins minted in high volumes. But even without any major variety or error attached, there's something unique about the 1981 quarter that gives it its place in numismatic history. It marks a period in U.S. coinage when the designs were firmly established, and coins like this one saw broad circulation. Despite its wide circulation, the 1981 Washington quarter with the D mint mark in good condition can fetch $33,000 to $40,000 at auction, a price range that may come as a shock. Why is this coin worth so much? While most coins from this era aren't considered rare, collectors and investors are increasingly interested in modern U.S. coins, especially when they are in good condition or better. The value of any coin is always subject to market fluctuations, but a Washington quarter in good condition from a prominent mint like Denver can carry a surprising price tag. Moreover, some market factors may come into play. For instance, if there's a surge in interest among collectors of Washington quarters or the series in general, the price of coins like the 1981 D mint mark could see a rise in demand, further increasing its value. Similarly, certain quarters have been known to increase in value over time, particularly if they have been well preserved or exhibit rare features like minor errors or flaws from the minting process. As for the 1981 quarter, the price range we're discussing, from $33,000 to $40,000, reflects the rising interest in these coins among collectors who are keen on completing their sets or finding overlooked gems. Though it's not likely to be as valuable as rare error coins or limited mintage editions from earlier periods, it's an excellent example of how seemingly ordinary coins can gain significance and value in the world of numismatics. To wrap things up, the 1981 Washington quarter dollar with the D mint mark in good condition may not seem like the star of your coin collection at first glance. But as we've seen, it holds significant value, sometimes reaching as much as $33,000 to $40,000 in the market. Its historical context, combined with the quality of the minting and condition, makes it a fascinating example of U.S. coinage from the early 1980s. Whether you're just getting into coin collecting or are a seasoned pro, the 1981 Washington quarter is a reminder that even the most common coins can surprise us with their worth when looked at through the right lens. So, next time you're flipping through your change jar, take a second look at those quarters. You never know when you might find a hidden treasure. Thanks for tuning in to Coins Info, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights into the fascinating world of coins.